Episode 29. The Seashell sets sail to explore the Large Magellanic. In the central command room of the Seashell, a meeting on the next action plan. The first speaker was Juichiro and Eniyan. According to the results of the UN public fundraising, there are 3 action suggestions for the Seashell that have attracted the most attention. The first is to assist humans in their Mars migration. With the strength of the Seashell, this process can be greatly accelerated. The second is to mine gold and other precious metal resources in the asteroid belt. The third is to explore the Large Magellanic Cloud on behalf of mankind. Mitsuo Mikino stood up. Bidao Jiguan has witnessed the success of Mars migration, and this process should not be artificially interfered with. That may lead to unknown results. Bidao Jiguan stood up. The second option can certainly increase the amount of gold owned by humans by several orders of magnitude, but before the currency and gold are completely decoupled, the impact on society is unpredictable. Songzu and Eniyan stood up. I also agree with the third option. The risk is relatively controllable and it is more in line with the mission of the Seashell. More importantly, it is consistent with our goal of finding the creator, Mitsuo Mikino added. In this case, it's decided. Said Juichiro and Eniyan. Please prepare a draft of the list of spacecraft preparation and supplies needed. I will go to the United Nations to negotiate and mobilize the world's forces to support you. But, Uncle, the exploration of the Large Magellanic Cloud is a time-consuming journey. If Eniyan Songzu goes with us, she will not be able to help you with your career, said Mitsuo Mikino. Oh, with peace of mind, I have only one request, that you come back safely. I am setting up a general humanoid robot company and waiting for Songzu to come back to help, said Juichiro and Eniyan. On July 15, 2026, at the Sakuwajime Space Base, amid the cheers of the crowds of spectators, the Seashell, carrying more than 100 scientists from various countries and military attaches, slowly took off, flew out of the atmosphere, entered space, and began the first exploration of the Large Magellanic Cloud in human history. Bidao Jiguan input mode, space cruise, target, Large Magellanic Cloud. A cloud on the console and press the execute button. The scenery outside became like a whirlpool of water. When the scenery became clear again, the large screen showed the image of the Large Magellanic Cloud and the subtitle, July 15, 2026 80. Large Magellanic Cloud. Look, the so-called Large Magellanic Cloud is not a nebula at all. It is a celestial body such as densely packed stars, like a layer of millet sprinkled in the sky. And Eniyan Songzu sighed. It is so, but because the Earth is too far away, it looks like a nebula on the Earth, said Mikino Mitsuo. But interstellar gas does exist. The faint blue and foggy is interstellar gas. The gas seems to be flowing towards the Milky Way. And Eniyan Songzu said, that's right. Beta Geo said, you see, the Large Magellanic Cloud has become an irregular shape under the gravitational pull of the Milky Way. Only the shadow of the original barred spiral galaxy can be vaguely seen. Not only the gas, but also the entire galaxy will be dragged into the Milky Way in 2 billion years, and will collide with the Milky Way and merge. At that time, it would be better if the Earth's ecology is not destroyed. And Eniyan Songzu said, 2 billion years later, if humans still exist, the level of technology should be able to migrate to Andromeda. Tahueng-chan, please try to find a planet that may have an ecosystem. Beta Giaora instructed. We found a young planet, and it looks like the conditions are good. Start the autopilot and drive the spacecraft over. Beta Giaora instructed. What is this? And Eniyan Songzu exclaimed. There are 2 suns in the sky. These are 2 young stars, very close together, forming a pair, and revolving around each other. Because of this, the planets orbiting the 2 stars have changes similar to the 4 seasons, and their size, mass and orbital radius are also good. Maybe there is a biosphere, Tahuang-chan explained. The spacecraft entered the orbit around the planet, and Bidao Jiguan operated the spacecraft and gradually lowered the altitude. Below, the surface of the planet can be called a hell of fire, With violent volcanic eruptions everywhere and man's turbine on the surface, the entire planet is wrapped in thick, black and red volcanic clouds. In the high altitude, what looks like the sea is just a basin formed by lava flows, without a drop of water. The early days of the birth of the earth should have been like this. Hamiwa Iguang sighed. Let alone living things. There is not even a ghost here. It turns out that our blue planet evolved from this hellish scene, which is incredible. And Nanian Songzu said, it takes more than 4 billion years to evolve into a highly civilized civilization, but it may only take a nuclear war to destroy it. Civilization is too fragile. Mui Guangwu said, do you want to land in that basin and stay overnight? Nanian Songzu asked. Forget it. In one night, the falling volcanic ash can bury the spacecraft, and the spacecraft will become a roasted sweet potato. Mui Guangwu said, Da Huangqiang, please find a more reliable planet. This newly born one will not work. Beta Luji Guang instructed. Da Huangqiang understands.